Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 17 online connected franchise mode game. We are in the Superdome for today's game. The 6-0 Seattle Seahawks go on the road to see the 2-4 New Orleans Saints. As you guys saw right there, the big scouting report on the Saints is that, well, there's two things. One, their defense is not too good, as you might expect from the Saints. And two, is that they have a very bad turnover differential. So we're hoping to keep that going, force some interceptions, not throw any ourselves. 3rd down and 5, safe little route, gets the first down. Russell Wilson looking to pass again, but gets walloped by Cameron Jordan. Next play, under pressure again, and down we go. And now 3rd down 20. Now we're just going to run the ball with precise and definitely not get the first down and punt the ball away. Also, the thing to know about the New Orleans Saints is that they traded away Brandon Cooks to the Indianapolis Colts. As you guys may have seen the stats earlier this season during the post-game show, as Michael Thomas having no problem being the #1 receiver in New Orleans, as Bobby Wagner lurking in the middle of the field. The Saints coming out gunning early on. Breeze with time, and he's got an open man, but just overthrows Michael Thomas. 3rd down and 10. Breeze throwing, and it is broken up, intended for Willie Snead. And at the 41-yard line, not really field goal range. That's 58 yards out. So instead of bringing out Willie Lutz, they bring out the punter, and we get the ball via the touchback. So we kind of averted disaster right there as we find CJ Procise for the first down. We are still a week away from seeing Thomas Rawls' return to action. Now, one thing you're going to notice throughout this game is whenever I have the ball, that little red carrier line is going to be on the field. I really don't know how that got there. It's 3rd down and 3, looking to convert with Russell Wilson downfield for Baldwin, but a great play by the defender to break it up. But yeah, I have no idea how that thing even ended up there, because this franchise is played on all Madden, so really that thing shouldn't be there. I don't know how to take it off. So the last little scouting report you guys need to know about this team is that is Dre Archer with the football. Little man with a lot of speed. I guess he picked him up in free agency, and we'll see how that works out for him. He still has Mark Ingram, but Ingram isn't really on the field too often. 2nd and 11. What a throw and what a catch. Michael Thomas continues to be the lead man for this team. Little screen for Dre Archer, and just the speed of Dre gets them a nice gain. 3rd and 4. Intercepted by Shed, but it's going to end up being a touchdown for the Saints. Michael Thomas recovers the fumble in the end zone. I don't know what to say about that one. I'm speechless. That happened so quickly, I couldn't even celebrate the interception because as my man caught it, he lost the ball. Arguably, it was an incomplete pass because he never really had possession of the ball. But, you know, that happened. As you guys see, that juke move. I'm not doing any of those juke moves. That whenever it says juke or anything like that, that is not me. It's 3rd down and 6. What a dime by Russell Wilson to Doug Baldwin. Russell Wilson, I wouldn't say he's playing at an MVP level this year, but it's pretty damn close. As Jimmy Graham trying to get that tough catch in traffic after the hurry up was ran. 2nd and 10. Finding Procise with the ball. And we're going to get ourselves a nice little 3rd down and 3. Down 7. Definitely want to get a touchdown right here. Finding Lawler with the jump, with the score. Oh man, that is our 5th string wide receiver getting his first catch of the season, and man, did he make the most of it. And that hurdle was all me. That wasn't the AI right there. I user hurdled that one. I was feeling it after we got the one with Jimmy Graham last week, and what a spectacular play to get our first points on the board is Dre Archer getting quite the heavy workload right here. With Dre Archer getting this many carries, we gotta hope that maybe he fumbles once or twice. And meanwhile, on the other side, we gotta hope CJ Procise doesn't fumble. That man's a fumbling machine. 3rd and 2. Breeze got his man, but it's not gonna be a first down. On 4th and 1, he settles for the field goal with Lutz, and it's just short. That one definitely hurts, and you can see why he didn't go for the 58-yarder earlier, as wide open Jimmy Graham. I don't really know. Jimmy Graham just ran away from the ball right there. 2nd down, back to passing with Russell Wilson. 37 seconds left before halftime, and that was quite the dime by Wilson. Next play, Russell Wilson is serving these up on a platter for Doug Baldwin. Play action Wilson. Not much to be had right here, so I throw it away. Even though we're throwing it away, we're still playing under control. Procise fighting, doesn't get the touchdown. Gets half the yardage necessary. 3rd down and goal. We call our timeout. 10 seconds left. Passing the ball, and that is a TD to Doug Baldwin. Baldwin has been a big time factor so far today. Downfield throws, in traffic, he is doing it all. And after it looked like we had a little bit of a crisis problem, well, I mean, it was really a fluke play that ended up being the touchdown. We rebounded pretty nicely. He does get ball coming out of half, so he does have a chance to tie the game on this possession right here, and it's pretty interesting. The 2-4 New Orleans Saints are giving the Seattle Seahawks quite a game so far. This guy was running a little bit of an unorthodox scheme on offense. It wasn't really one I've seen before in Madden. Usually, you know, people come out like split close and stuff like that. You know, I've ran against it so many times, I know how to shut it down, but this guy was doing a few different things, a few different audibles and stuff like that, and it was throwing me off a little bit. As you guys see, he gets the first down right there. Next play with Breeze, got a man in the corner. That's a first down. He's moving close to the red zone, and he continuously targets Michael Thomas under pressure, and that's gonna be a catch. Second down and 8, running it with Dree Archer, and Archer needs that open lane to take advantage of the speed. Didn't have it right there. 3rd and 6, bubble screen. Dree Archer against Richard Sherman. No match in the tackling department. Sherman's got that locked down. No one really tries Richard Sherman on that left side for good reason. You don't want to get your pass intercepted. You don't even want to run it on the side because he's part of that Legion of Boom. He will hit you hard, as he ends up settling for the field goal right there. That's a win for our defense, considering, you know, how far he got in, the amount of good plays he ran. I'll take that. Now we just got to score on this end, at least a field goal to keep that touchdown margin right there, as we find Paul Richardson, who's getting more touches with Tyler Lockett still out. By the way, I didn't mention in the last video, but Earl Thomas is out 6 weeks, now 5 weeks, with that broken rib injury, as we squeeze one into Baldwin. That arguably should have not been thrown. Here comes the blitz, but we find a hot read, wide open CJ Prosise. Prosise is getting a lot of touchdowns nowadays, whether it's receiving or rushing, and that's a big one right there to put us up 10. 2nd and 12, Drew Brees under pressure, almost made a big time play instead. 3rd and long coming up late in the 3rd quarter, need to make a play, and he's got his man Willie Snead. I really thought we had the interception. I knew exactly where he wanted to go. I remembered the play he ran earlier, and I just messed up, I guess. I played that a little bit too shallow. It's 2nd down and 15. Speaking of shallow, little shallow drag to Willie Snead. Doesn't get the first down, but it gets him a lot of yardage to make this play easier under pressure. Breeze got his man once again. Oh man, once again, I really thought we were there. And now look at Dree Archer, gone for the touchdown. He is a home run waiting to happen. Now the 2-point conversion to make it a field goal game. Breeze passing under pressure, taken down. Big play by Cliff Averill. The margin still stands where he needs a touchdown to take the lead. Jimmy Graham breaking the tackle, first play of the drive, and we needed that one right there. We're looking to kill a bit of clock or get a touchdown, whatever happens first. You see we got that shoe clock on, finding Richardson trying to stay in bounds. But hey, if you're going to get a first down and gain of 16, you can go out of bounds if you want, as Prosise, a little bit too much momentum, only gets him a gain of 3 and stops that clock a little bit. Jimmy Graham on the drag route. Jimmy loses it, and it's picked up by the Saints. Big time play. Bro on the recovery, and now Archer on the handoff right there. Back to the pitch, same play, other side, blown up once again. Saints down 5, have a chance to get a touchdown and the lead. 3rd and 6, drag route, first down. Move those chains, but he's got a long way to go if he wants to do it. 3 minutes left in this game, and that is a flag, and it's going to be a holding penalty on Max Unger, the best offensive lineman on this team, arguably. Now it's 1st and 17, and he's intercepted. Mike Morgan, the leader in sacks for the season for the Seahawks right there, with I believe his first interception of the season, as once again under control, throwing that ball away. Really want to get a touchdown, really want to dagger this game on this drive with Wilson fighting Russell, getting to the 1-yard line, and we're going to take it to the 2-minute warning. Coming out QB sneak, he gets called for a encroachment right there, and we're just going to QB sneaking no matter what, and Russell Wilson delivers. Wilson has been money on the QB sneaks all year long, and he does it once again. 12-point lead, now he needs a touchdown as quickly as possible, and he throws the interception under pressure. Jeremy Lane might have just ended this one. What a game we had in New Orleans. What a wacky game. A little bit of, flukish plays where we had that interception and fumbled the ball, and Jimmy Graham fumbled at practically the goal line. But, sometimes that's good for our team. We got to find a little bit of resiliency as we get that first down to Doug Baldwin. That's going to ice the game. We just need a ball. He doesn't call his timeouts or whatever because it's not necessary. It's good sportsmanship by this guy, unlike the dude we played last week. But, yeah, it's good to have that adversity in the regular season, see what our team is made of, and our team was pretty damn. I really like the way we responded, especially in that 4th quarter, after the fumbles and all that, and even after the touchdown he got to cut the lead down to 5. I really like the team, the way we played. Russell Wilson was definitely an MVP caliber player today. So leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Madden 17 connected franchise mode, whatever Madden 17 you guys like. No post-game show today. We're going to save that for next week. So I'll catch you guys for that next week video.